Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. For today, I'm a little nervous because it is going to be my first lesson with you guys. So throughout this video, you guys are going to be learning about the difference between drugstore products versus prestige products, whether it be skincare or makeup. I'm going to be touching a little bit on both. I'm also going to be talking about the active ingredients and the molecular structure of your skincare products. I'm also going to be focusing on skincare trends and how you can differentiate between the skincare trends that are actually going to help your skin and some that are going to be potentially harmful for your skin. So if you guys would like to differentiate between different skincare trends that could be potentially harmful and potentially helpful for your skin, as well as learning about the skincare products that you're using on your face every single day, please keep watching. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be talking about is ingredients in your skincare. So every ingredient used in cosmetic chemistry is basically broken down into two categories. They are either performance ingredients or they are functional ingredients. So first we are going to be talking about your functional ingredients. So your functional ingredients are going to be the ingredients that give your product a specific texture, they allow your product to spread, and then they also give your product a specific form. So when I'm talking about product form, I'm talking about like a liquid, a gel, a lotion, or a cream. So some examples of functional ingredients are water, emollients, surfactants, pH adjusters, gelatin and thickeners, and preservatives and fragrances. So your performance ingredients are going to be what is actually making changes to your skin's appearance. So that's going to be like glycerin and hyaluronic acid that is going to intensely hydrate your skin. It's going to be like the alpha hydroxy acids or AHAs that are going to actually be penetrating and exfoliating and resurfacing your skin. And then the lipids that are actually going in and softening and repairing the barrier of your skin. So the functional ingredients are helping those performance ingredients actually get on your skin in the most efficient way and penetrate into your skin in the most efficient way. But the performance ingredients are the ones that are actually doing the work. The functional ones are just helping them get there. Now, something I want to touch on. Once you kind of understand these things, you can kind of dig deeper into the chemical makeup of the actual product. So the first thing I really want to talk to you guys about is the difference between drugstore skincare products and prestige skincare products. And some of you are probably sitting there and saying, there is no difference. I know, because I look at the labels and it says hyaluronic acid on my drugstore one and it says hyaluronic acid on my more expensive one, so that means that they're exactly the same. Wrong. And I'm going to tell you why. So the difference between the drugstore and the skincare products is going to be in the ingredient listing on the back, as well as the chemical structure of the actual product. So when you're looking at the ingredient listing on the back of a product, you're going to notice that there's going to be a specific order of where they go. And the ones that are listed first are going to be the ones that are the most prominent in that product. And then it moves down the list into what's the least prominent in the product. So I know that I'm not going to call out names, but I know certain skincare brands have come out and they have released, say, a vitamin C serum. And then you look at the product and it says water, alcohol, different types of cosmetic fillers. And then the third to the last ingredient is actually the vitamin C oil. And you're thinking, this is a vitamin C serum, shouldn't the vitamin C serum be all the way up at the top? And yes, that is why there's a difference between drugstore products and prestige skincare products. It's going to be the ingredients that are used in the actual product. So when you're seeing something that's listed all the way towards the top, that's going to be what's in the product the most. And then down the bottom is what's in the least. So if you're buying a vitamin C serum and it's not until the bottom of the list that you're seeing that vitamin C, it's not going to probably be a very good product because it's really not giving you what it's telling you it's going to give you. It's telling you that it's going to give you a huge boost of vitamin C, and then in all reality, it's almost one of the last ingredients that is actually listed on the ingredient list. So you're not actually getting a lot of vitamin C, you're getting a lot of fillers and a lot of junk that your skin actually doesn't need. So the second big thing that is going to set drugstore products apart from prestige skincare products is going to be the chemical and molecular structure within the product. So a good way to describe this, so say you go and get an eye cream from Walgreens. I'm not going to name any brands, it's just a drugstore eye cream. It says it's got hyaluronic acid in it and it has glycerin and all these different things that are supposed to help hydrate your eye area. So something to know is that the eye area is the most sensitive part of your face. Your eyes and your lips are really sensitive. So if you're buying something from the drugstore and you're saying, oh, it's got hyaluronic acid in it, it's going to hydrate, it's going to firm, it's going to plump, whatever it's promising it's going to do, I can almost guarantee you that it's not going to do what it's saying because of the molecular structure of the actual product. So in drugstore products, they tell you that it's the same active ingredients as, the leading prestige skincare brand. But the difference is that the molecules are not the same. So when a prestige skincare brand is actually making your products, what's on their mind is that they're trying to make those molecules as tiny as possible so that they actually penetrate into your skin, and they penetrate into your skin quickly. With drugstore brands, they don't really focus on the molecular structure of the product. So it ends up being that they don't actually penetrate into your skin. Usually they're sitting at the top of your skin, especially in your eye area. If you're getting a drugstore eye cream and you're trying to put it around your eye area and you're wondering why you're not seeing results, it's because it's actually not penetrating into your skin. It's just sitting on the surface, and you might feel it and you might be like, oh, it's really smooth, it feels really nice and feels really refreshing. And yeah, that's all great, but if it's not actually working, then stop wasting your money. So the molecular structure is honestly crucial when you're picking out your skincare products. And the unfortunate thing is, you can't look on the back of the ingredient list or look at the product in your hand and tell what the molecular structure is. The only thing I can tell you, and something to guide you with, is that drugstore products are going to have really large molecules that are not going to actually penetrate into your skin. So something else to keep in mind, and something that so many clients in the past have told me, they'll say, oh, I'm buying this skincare product or I'm buying this foundation and it's $15 and yours is $40. Why should I buy your foundation or your skin cream instead of buying this one when it's the same ingredients and it's promising me to do the exact same thing? So when you get a drugstore product or even a lower brand skincare or makeup product, the problem that I have a lot of clients telling me is that they go through it so much faster. And something I want to mention is like my foundation. I love drugstore foundations. I think that they work really well. And I think that you can compromise on makeup a lot more than you can compromise on skin when it comes to drugstore. But I will say I go through my foundations so much faster from the drugstore and my concealer so much faster than I do with my prestige stuff, because it is designed to last you longer. Yes, it's more expensive, but the ingredients are better, it lasts a lot longer, and the overall quality is just better than a drugstore product. That's something that you just cannot deny. There's science to back all of this up. I'm not gonna go into a spiel about everything, but I just wanna tell you some key things that you guys need to know and why it's really preferable that you're going and you're buying things from higher brand retailers. Something else, I know that there are people that are on a budget, but what I want you to know is that if you can, this is something that's really important, you can compromise a lot more on drugstore makeup than you can on drugstore skincare. If you're going to make an investment and you're going to spend the money, you need to spend it in skin. You don't need to spend it on makeup. There are plenty of makeup products out there and so many brands that are trying to become affordable, like Morphe and ColourPop. You don't have to go spend, $25 on an eyeliner from Sephora when you can get something at Morphe for $8 and it works amazing. But when it comes to skincare, you cannot expect a product from La Mer and you cannot expect a product from e.l.f. to work the same way. It's just not gonna happen. You may say, oh, it's got the same ingredients. It doesn't. The actual molecules and the makeup of the product is so structurally different. It does not matter what it's saying is in the product. It matters how the product is made. So I hope that this kind of helps you think the next time you're picking out a drugstore skincare product to go and say, okay, wait, let me look on the back, like she said, let me look at the active ingredients and let me maybe Google the first 5 or 10 ingredients and see what I come up with and see what the actual ingredient is and look at the pros and cons of the benefit of that ingredient. And then if you feel like you think that it's gonna be okay, buy it. That's up to you. I'm not telling you that you need to go and spend $700 on skincare tomorrow because you're using drugstore products. What I'm telling you is that if you really want to see an improvement in your skin and you want to see things actually helping, you need to invest the money in your skincare rather than makeup. So the next thing I really want to touch on for you guys is going to be skincare trends. There are a lot of skincare trends that are coming out that some are really great if used correctly and some are really bad if used incorrectly. So the things that I feel like I'm seeing so much of in my feed are different types of derma rolling techniques and then different types of masking techniques. So I remember that there was a masking trend going around with that charcoal mask where people were putting it all over their entire face and then they were trying to take it off and it was ripping all of their hair out and they were freaking out. It's something that people don't think about, and they see, some girl online and she just easily pulls the sheet mask off and she's just glowing and you're like, oh, I need that. But something that you really need to think about is they're not showing you what's happening after. Number one, if you've got even normal to sensitive skin, it's going to dry your skin out if you're using this mask all over your face. And number two, it's ripping all the hair out and irritating all those follicles. When you're using this type of mask, I would highly recommend that you're using it only in targeted areas. So say you have, a really oily T-zone here, and maybe on your chin. Just put the mask in those areas and then peel it off. Do not put it all over your entire face, because it's really just gonna cause a lot more irritation. I know it did for, some friends of mine that have tried that, and it's not pretty. You're gonna get breakouts and it's not gonna be your desired result. Now, another trend I've been seeing is derma rolling. So many girls have been derma rolling their face, and I actually have a video that's talking about how to derma roll around your lip area and use lip serums in order to help plump and even up your lip area. So something I did mention as a contraindication is that if you've got cold sores, it can cause cold sore flare-ups around your mouth area. But these packages don't come with a warning. You can just go buy them at TJ Maxx, and it doesn't tell you how to use them. It doesn't show you what you're supposed to be doing with these products. It's just a simple thing, and you have to kind of figure it out on your own. And I feel like a lot of people are making some mistakes that could cause their skin a lot of harm. I kind of fell victim to this trend, and that's why I really want to speak about it to you. I got a derma roller and I thought, oh my gosh, this is gonna be wonderful. I've seen so many videos. So I Googled a lot about it, and I Googled what millimeters I would need for my face for like a first time user, just to make sure I don't irritate my skin too much, and how long I should be using it, what products I should use after, how to properly clean it. Like, I did my research and I still fell victim to this trend. So what I did, I derma rolled my face how I was, kind of shown through all this research that I've done. And then I put my normal skincare products on, went to bed, woke up the next morning, my skin felt amazing. Like, I'm telling you, my skin felt so good. I could tell the difference between my skin products actually penetrating through my skin and not penetrating. So it was honestly really wonderful at first. Then, a few days later, my skin broke out the worst it ever has, because I have really sensitive acne-prone skin, and I didn't realize that putting that many punctures in my skin and not really understanding how sensitive it was going to make my skin. So it actually really messed my skin up for about a month. I had horrible cystic acne. I could not get rid of it. I tried so many different things. And this is my experience. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to go home tonight, use this derma roller, and your face is going to be a mess of cystic acne. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But for my skin, I wanted to tell you kind of my little story about what happened to me and how I kind of fell victim to this skincare trend. So I just basically used it all over my face, and it broke me out really bad because it allowed more dirt and germs to get in, and it made so many little open holes for all these different germs to get in, and it caused almost like a skin infection for me. And maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I should have read up on it a little bit more. Maybe I should have only done it in a certain area, but that's something I didn't know at the time, and I really wanted to try this. So that's something to just be aware of when you're looking at these skincare trends. I know, even though I did all this research, maybe I should have done more, or maybe I wish that someone like me was out there to tell me, hey, you need to be careful of this potentially happening to your skin, because it could cause this kind of irritation. If you've got sensitive skin, you need to go extremely light, or you need to only do it in specific areas, not on your entire face until you get more used to it. So there was just a lot of things that I wish I had known about that skincare trend, and maybe some of you guys did the same thing and had the same reaction, or maybe you guys are thinking about it and now you know that this is something that you need to be aware of. I know that this is my first video and it's probably going to be a little bit all over the place, so I apologize for that. I'm definitely learning as I go with this, whole YouTube thing. I hope you guys still learned some type of lesson from it, and maybe you guys got educated on something that you maybe didn't know. I really tried my best to convey the most information that I possibly could without it becoming overwhelming or without it becoming hard to understand. So please stay tuned for next Wednesday's video. And if you guys have not already, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment any questions down below, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you guys get notified every time that I post. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.